Well, some sad news. Billy Graham died. He's always been one of those, I don't know, people I thought, whether you believe in Christianity or not, was always like a standard representative, the standard, I don't want to say middle of the road preacher, but he wasn't crazy conservative and he wasn't liberal. Believe it or not, there's a broad spectrum of preachers in Christianity. I was brought up in a conservative Christian home, and I remember when I was a teenager trying to figure out my own spirituality. Of course, I still am. You can see now I'm studying the yogis, the gurus of India, and anyway, that's kind of funny. But always been interested in the psychology of religion and just faith as a whole. And I remember as a kid, preteen and teen, how Billy Graham always impressed me with his knowledge of the Bible. And he never was, I would go to these churches where the preachers were just kind of crazy, hellfire and brimstone. And then I would hear Billy Graham on TV, and it was just like the message, like straight message. Believe in God, believe in Jesus, believe that Jesus is the Son of God, and, you're in, or whatever. There wasn't a lot of trickery and deceit, or there wasn't a lot of, homework to do. There wasn't a list of things you had to accomplish, before, you didn't have to tithe every week, you didn't have to go to church necessarily. And see, those are big things in the South, because in the South, if you're a Christian, you're expected to go to church every Sunday and tithe to keep that church going. So I was always a little bit frustrated with the institutionality of religion, even when I was a teenager. It seemed like religion was too much of a business, and there was not much there wasn't much actual spirituality there. I would go to church and I would see people who, it was more of a social club. It was, if you're going to be a businessman, you got to be a member of a church, and if you're going to be a politician, you got to be a member of a church, and you got to go and you got to tithe, and you got to keep those institutions going. And now that and I'm not bashing Catholics or anything, but now that Alex is in a Catholic school, I understand some of how that institution works. And so the institution of religion, the institutions of religion always frustrated me. But Billy Graham never seemed to subscribe to that. To me, the message I got was very straight, very simple, he's a strong man, never a weak moment did I see, and so, in some ways that was he actually he was actually one of the preachers, one of the people that helped keep my faith in Christianity. And so I always had a lot of respect for him. I got a roadblock here, hold on. So anyway, dang construction workers blocking the road. Anyway, he will be missed. Thankfully, enough of his sermons and his influence have been documented to serve as an inspiration for many people. And like I say, it's not, people, when I study people, okay? When I look at a person, I look at the roundness, not like this roundness, but the roundness of someone mentally, spiritually, mentally, whatever, all those aspects. I don't look at the name of their religion, but how they attest to that religion. There are some Muslims that I respect because they're not radical, leftist nutcases. So I look at people And obviously right now I'm looking at non-labeled. A lot of people, it's funny because I got a lot of response from my Guru, Sadhguru video. And I'm here at the job now. I'll continue this in a minute. So anyway, dang, will I be able to finish this video? Had to drop off some primer at a job. Anyway, so Billy Graham, if you're interested in these kinds of things, if you study religion at all, like I do, he's one of those people who was kind of a standard in Christianity in his era. And anyway, just wanted to say, rest in peace, Billy Graham. I know you're with your maker. If you're not, nobody will be. And hope your family, God will bless your family, and all that. So, and one reason I'm making this video is for younger people who may not know about Billy Graham to go back. If you see, what's the guy's name? Joel Osteen. Yeah, if you're younger and you see people like Joel Osteen who really aren't that conservative, or really that Bible based, he's more of a secular, progressive preacher, minister, whatever you want to call him. Then go back and look at some of Billy Graham's videos, and you'll see the difference I'm talking about. Just really straight teaching. There was, obviously people got emotional when he spoke, but that wasn't the feature. He wasn't a motivational speaker. He was just trying to preach the Bible. And anyway, go back and look. If you've never heard of Billy Graham, if you're a younger person, a millennial, you certainly could use some Billy Graham in your life. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thanks guys. Have a good day.